Welcome to Everything Currency. This is a show where we talk about everything crypto and mo. I'm your host Jay, and today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about Bitcoin because, as you guys know, Bitcoin is doing its thing. The levels that I feel like we need to get over in order to keep this bull run going, and I have to say, man, it's looking really nice so far. It's looking better than I thought it was going to look. I got to put my bearish ways aside for a little bit because it looks like we're just flagging everywhere and retesting all these levels. Also, I want to talk about altcoins now. Altcoins, it's been down. We're seeing some little bit of altcoin capitulation from the devs. So there's a lot of devs in this game that are just getting tired of all the speculation that's going on, causing them not to be able to work. And my opinion about that is, well, let's just get right into it. So, first things first, I want to talk about the price of Bitcoin. Let me pull that up. So, right now, Bitcoin is looking like it's about to start flagging again. This is a 4-hour chart, but you can see we had these levels going on. If I put some resistance lines in here, which is pretty much all I've been using lately, haven't been trading as much, so that's why I haven't opened up the trading Telegram groups yet, because I haven't been trading as much. I've just been, sitting on the sidelines, sitting in Bitcoin. Of course, dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin, which this is not financial advice, but I recommend everybody does maybe dollar cost average into Bitcoin and Ethereum, because, in the future, in the long run, those are going to be the ones that, kind of stick around and keep their value. But I feel like we have a bull run coming up that's going to be different than anything we've ever seen before. So looking at this chart, if we just break this, we just need to break this level right here. See, 3 times we tested it, 1, 2, 3 before we got above it, and it retested and it didn't make it, and then that's where all this crap happened. So it just looks like this is a level to beat right here, which is 12 on my chart, which is about $12,050 is where we need to beat. So if you're in your altcoins and your altcoins are getting beat up, don't feel too bad. Like me on this channel, I told you a million times, limit your altcoin exposure, even with the projects that you love, that you think are going to do big things in the future, because this market kind of still runs on whatever Bitcoin says. And when Bitcoin starts moving, you see that these coins have crazy dips. Like AKRO is down like 98%, and I'm like, what? So that's going to segue me into this whole thing with the devs. So KLP, I don't know if you guys heard of it. I talked about it on this channel a couple times. This morning, well, first of all, what is KLP? KLP is basically a smart contract platform that's on Substrate, and they are proof of work. So it's one of the only chains that's new that I know of that's still going with the proof of work algorithm and the proof of work consensus, which is pretty interesting. That's why I was looking at it. I'm like, oh, okay, proof of work on Substrate, which I'm not sure if any other projects have that yet. So that's why I was looking into it. Brought it up to you guys. So what happened that was so crazy this morning was the devs of these projects are getting overwhelmed by all the bullshit that people in the community keep bringing to them. Like, I'm just a small YouTuber and people give me bullshit. So I could imagine if I was the lead of like a big project or something, or a project that people had, thousands of dollars invested in, I would have to do like DOS and just ignore them so I can get some work done. And that's why, one of the reasons why I like that project is because they do that. But with this morning, I wake up, I'm like, oh, let me check out some news with some of these coins and stuff. And I go in the Telegram group and I start seeing all this drama. Now, before with this coin, I might have mentioned it on this channel, there was a guy who basically was a Chinese dude who said, I borrowed some money, and I don't know if you know how it is in China, but if you borrow some money and you don't pay somebody back, they can do whatever, some crazy things to you. So I'm about to commit suicide. I put all the money in KLP thinking it was going to moon, and it's been dropping down ever since. I don't have the money to pay him back, and I'm about to commit suicide. Sorry guys, spending time with my son. Peace. So that stressed the devs out hella, and the lead dev this morning starts going off, and he's been kind of going off a little bit. And one of the reasons why is because people keep on saying they want to cap the tokens. They want to cap the tokens. Now, KLP has a voting system for everything, but the lead dev is like, why? We need to just work and worry about that. We need to not worry about speculation. But check this out. He goes, let me find these messages because they're crazy. He says 1 million KLP at 100 sats. So he said it was going to drop to 100 sats. And then he says it's supposed to have no value, right? Hope you're happy. People like it actually dropped to 100 sats on the Q Trade platform. So right here, earlier this morning, it went from, let's see, in a matter of minutes. Let's go to the 5-minute chart. So you see in the 5-minute chart, it went from maybe 1,500 Satoshis to 100 Satoshis, and then it stayed there for about 15 minutes. So people were freaking out. What? This guy left, this guy dumped, blah, 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 blah. They start hollering on him at Discord and all this stuff, and he starts going off. He's just like, hey, he said, told you we had a chance of going to 100 sats. Hope it could stay here. And everybody's like, what the fuck? What's wrong with you? Why would it go to 100 sats? And he says, I think people can't tell it's a scam because it's not a scam, blah, 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 blah. He says it's risky. A rational investor right now should expect KLP's price to eventually drop to around 100 sats. But, oh, no, that's what he said before it dropped. And then it dropped. People posted it like, what? Right here. So if the side effect of the price would be lower, that's a good trade-off for me. Like, that's a crazy attitude, man. He says, so don't invest into this coin. He's telling people not to invest. He said, I don't care if you think I'm killing it. If you believe that, well, it's time for you to sell your KLP. I build it to last for years, not for speculators to make quick money. If you want the price to go to zero, that's fine, but can you stop saying that? And he says, otherwise, I will be manipulating the market. So this guy wants the price to go to zero, and he's like the lead dev. And it's just because of all the stress that he has to deal with from people all up in his ear just talking crap all day about their bags and stuff like that. So I think, you know, in the long run, I think, yeah, people should shut up. But at the same time, like, this is like immature and everything on the part of like somebody who works for a project that you're working on. So, you know, I was about to start mining this coin because I was like, oh, it's proof of work. You know, I got an old miner I could put together and try to mine some of this coin, but I don't know if I'm going to do that now. We'll see how they recover from this. But you can see on this chart, this was the crazy part about it. I was like, should I buy it? Because should I buy it? It went to 100 sats and then it went back up. This is a 5-minute chart. So 5, 10, 15, 20. You already 5x'd. 25, 30. You about 6x. Let's see. Let's go to the hour. Let's go to the 30-minute chart. So after the price dipped, you know, if you were on Q Trade and you were trading, you made 14x in about an hour. If you were to buy at that bottom of KLP, 14x in an hour. That's how crazy this market is. Be wary, man. This guy's talking about he wants this, but a lot of coins, the devs are saying that, you know what, like, I wish the price was lower. If the price is higher, it might make the platform too expensive to use, things like that. Or if people speculate on it too much, then they start voting for things that don't actually help the platform out. It only helps out their pockets. And if it's a decentralized protocol, I think that is a problem that they're going to have to find a way to solve. If they're incentivizing people to get involved, people are just going to want that price to go up again. And that's what happened. KLP went up pretty high, and then it had like a little downtrend. It's been on a downtrend, I should say. So back in September, it was about 260 You know, it went from 48 cents to about $202.60. Now it's at 20 cents. So that caused a whole bunch of drama for the devs. They can't handle it. So this is one of the ways we're going to start seeing coins dropping off. They want their coin to be at zero until they're done working. I would say some of these other coins like Filecoin or, you know, AVA and stuff like that, who took a little bit of more time to drop their products until they were done. Smart move. So gearing up to get ready to take advantage of this market. Right now, first Bitcoin has to break 11,800. Then it has to break 12,060 for me. And you know, I see some crosses on these moving averages and stuff like that. So hopefully this bull run continues. We see these big guys getting involved and trying to get a hold of these coins, etc. So like and subscribe, turn on post notifications. Till next time,